This is going to be a subconscious surgery session that I'm going to be providing to you. Hey, superstar, it's Gavin here from Wake Up Fulfilled. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for go-getting empaths and light workers who want to manifest an inspired life. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be focused on self-sabotage, and we're going to actually be diving deep into actually going through the process of shifting your subconscious mind, not theory, but actually doing it practically here. And so I just want you to understand, first of all, that when it comes to the law of attraction and manifesting and reality in itself, we have to understand that you have senses and you perceive reality through the senses. And so I'm going to draw an eye right now. So we've got an eye right here. And this eye that we have is receiving light, right? And so it's receiving light through the external world. Now, everyone interprets that light differently. I'm just going to move my mic up a bit because it's got a bit of a shadow. Okay, there we go. There, okay, so we all receive light differently. Like, one person will look at this camera and get a particular energy from it. I don't like to be on camera. I'm afraid. Yeah, no, what if people think of me? You know, they shy away. Some people are just totally confident on camera. So we all perceive light and we receive things differently. And the way in which we interpret our reality is through what we call the brain. More importantly, the subconscious mind. So we got the conscious mind and then we got the subconscious mind. So this is C for conscious. And then we're going to just put S over here for subconscious. So this entire big part right here is the subconscious mind. And then this part right here is the conscious mind. And so we interpret reality through our subconscious mind. And so, in other words, your subconscious mind is what dictates your reality. And when you can change your subconscious mind, you change what you see, you change what you perceive. Okay, so you're not really seeing through the eyes, you're seeing through your mind, you're seeing through your subconscious. And so if you don't see money in your life, and you don't see a lot of money in your life, then there's subconscious patterns stopping you from getting there. There's some ancestry, there's some DNA stuff, there's energy blocks, there's all of this stuff that holds you back from getting where you want to be. And so in this particular session, I want to give you some subconscious surgery and help you shift. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, you're an existing subscriber, be sure to comment below, I am a superstar, oh yes, and you'll get a chance to win my sleep shifting course. There'll be some winners on screen right now. DM us on Instagram if you have won. And right now, I'm focused on making free videos. So every 3 days, I will make a video, just because I'm focused on some other things. But soon enough, I'll be back on the daily videos very, very soon. So let me see here. So what we have to realize about the subconscious mind is that it's a lot of different conditioning. And usually there are two parts to ourselves. You know, like, you got a good conscious and a bad conscious. And what we have to understand is that there's a part of you that wants more money, wants more success, wants more love, but there's also another part of you that's resisting that doesn't want that wants to protect you from being hurt or experiencing any sort of danger. So what we have to do is get these two parties or these two personalities working together, right? You have one global personality, but also you have a multitude of different personalities within that personality. We can call it personality traits. And when we can shift these particular traits or personalities, we'll radically change our life because we're going to be changing what we see, right? And so let me just show you an example here. So if I draw a box here on the left hand side, and then I draw another box here on the right hand side, I'm going to name these two parts. And so it's important for us to understand when it comes to your conditioning is not you. So you want to name it, you want to give it a name. So you create separation. All right. And so you're no longer identifying with this thing that's inside of you, right? You're just becoming aware of it. All right. So on the left hand side, I'm just going to go ahead and type in Jane. Okay, we got Jane on the left hand side, Tom on the right hand side. All right, so I got that. I'm just gonna center this, put this here, and center this as well a little bit. All right, so Jane, you know, she's afraid of success. She's afraid of having more money. She's afraid of what that would be like, and so she self-sabotages Tom from succeeding, who wants more success, who wants more abundance. So if you could just imagine these as two human beings in front of you. On the left hand side, you got Jane, and then on the right hand side, you got Tom. And Tom's characteristics are saying that I want more success. And maybe you've noticed this. You want the body, you want the lifestyle, you want the money, you want freedom, you want happiness, you want spirituality, you want love, right? This is what Tom wants. This is Tom's side, right? That's one part of you. The other side of you, Jane, she doesn't want that, because even though consciously it sounds good to the conscious mind, subconsciously it's dangerous, it's new, it's worth, self-worth, it's am I enough, it's what if something happens, what if we get hurt? And so that's what we have to deal with. We have to have a conversation with Jane to let her understand that it's completely safe, it's completely normal, it's completely okay to have that life that you want. And so what we're doing here is we're applying neutrality shifting. Okay, we're showing Jane that it's totally neutral, it's totally natural to experience more success, more abundance, more love, more prosperity in life. And so we're going to be focused on global self-sabotage. And what I mean by that is we're not going to focus on a specific area. We're just going to focus on global self-sabotage so that we can get rid of some of the main aspects that's causing you not to live out your dream and make that happen. And if you would like me to make more videos like this, subconscious surgery, how to reprogram the subconscious mind, then comment below what you would like me to help you with, or what you would like me to make a video on. And then from there, I can create more of these subconscious surgery sessions for you and help you reprogram your subconscious mind and eradicate these personalities and limiting beliefs. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through the process. I'm going to speak to you with the power of muscle testing and connecting in with the superconscious mind, and help you through the process of shifting Jane. All right, so let's go through it now. All right, so I'm going to connect in right now. Okay. So having more, right? Having more is dangerous to you, right, Jane? And I understand that having more can also lead to feeling bad. You know, it's the unknown, it's the uncomfortable, it's the new. And so with new comes fear. What if I get a relationship? What if I have more success? What if I have more abundance and it doesn't work out? What if it goes wrong? What if I fail? What if I succeed and I can't handle it? I totally understand where you're coming from, Jane. When I'm speaking here, I'm speaking to Jane, but just listen to what I'm saying, because I'm actually reprogramming you, okay? So just know that I'm reprogramming you right now. The sessions have started right now, okay? Okay, and so, Jane, you know, it's scary, right? Going for a bigger life, having more responsibility. Maybe even your inner child doesn't want to have more responsibility. Maybe you're afraid of, you know, what may possibly happen in terms of what your family think about you, what your friends think about you, because your family and your friends know you to be a particular way. And when you show up in a different way, when you have more things, when you're feeling more happy, when you have more inner peace, it's almost like you feel shame or some sort of guilt for experiencing that, right? And that's because you don't want other people to feel less than you. You don't want to have more money because you don't want other people to be jealous. You don't want to have more success because you don't want other people to feel bad about your success and your accomplishments. Because maybe in life they've, you know, went for their dreams and not achieved anything or achieved anything great. Or maybe they haven't gone for their dreams, but you just feel bad based on what you've learned from society. And perhaps you've heard people say, oh, that Kim Kardashian, she's so egotistical. Or, you know, that Kanye West is egotistical, or that, you know, celebrity or whatever it is egotistical, and like, you know, it's all good for them, they're rich, and they, you know, keep all their money to themselves, they don't give to charity. These are all ideas and concepts around what wealth and money and success actually is. They're ideas, they're not real, they're not fact. And so what I want you to understand is that they're not fact, they're not real, it's not real, it's not reality. And understand that you are perceiving reality, Jane, through your senses. Okay, you have 5 main senses, which the schooling system taught you, but you have more senses than that. You can be clairvoyant, you can be clairaudient, you can be consonant, right? Cognizant. And so these are other senses which you weren't taught in school, right? And so what you've been taught is not fact, right? You've been told you've had 5 senses, which is what science tells you, right? But there's more senses. So your beliefs about money isn't necessarily true. It's just what you've learned from the schools. It's just what you learn from your parents. It's just what you learn from society, but it's not fact. What you've learned about success and a loving and healthy and romantic relationship is not 100% true. You've perceived through the senses, and through your experiencing and through your history and through your past, you've cultivated personality traits and ideas about life, which is not fact. And so when you self-sabotage, you are self-sabotaging based on a false premise. You're self-sabotaging based on assumptions. Based on assumptions from the past, they're kind of good assumptions because of your history. But your history is his story. It's a story that you are telling yourself. And when you change your story, you change your life. When you change your subconscious patterns, the way in which you perceive reality, we start to see things differently. And so if we choose to believe that success leads to more happiness, or taking action leads to more happiness or more love or more abundance, then life will be more successful and more happy. Can you see how that works, Jane? And so I know there's a part of you that feels like, well, I'm going to attract haters. I'm going to attract people that don't like me, or try and steal from me, or try and manipulate me if I have more success, or if I have more better relationships, or whatever it is. Well, that's true. It's inevitable that in life you attract haters. It doesn't matter what you do, you will always attract people that don't like you. However, it's a very small percentage of people that will be like that will actually hate, you know, what you do and what you're achieving and your goals like that. Maybe it's like 5% of the people that you know, or people that know you through friends on social media, etc., right? Very small amount of people. And then there's those people that hate, but they hold it within themselves, right? They just keep it in. Maybe that's like 20% of the people who are jealous of you. You know, they don't really like that you're achieving success. They feel bad about themselves and stuff like that. However, the rest of the people either don't give a damn about what you're doing because they're so focused on their own life, or they actually appreciate what you're doing. They appreciate your successes. And so these are the people that we can focus more of your attention, because what you focus on expands. Can you see how that works, Jane? You are a story. And by no means are we trying to get rid of your story. Your story is real to you. However, it's not fact. So you can keep the story, but just know that there's other ways of looking at things. Just know that you can tell yourself a new story every time you feel like not doing something. I don't want to go to the gym today. I'm tired. Oh, I don't want to go on Tinder because there's rubbish people in there. Or I don't want to start a social media because I'm afraid of what people think of me, and I might be judged. I don't want to be on camera because people might think, I'm a bad speaker or whatever it is. This is all self-sabotage. These are all perceptions and ideas that you've taken on from the past. It's not the truth. It's not fact. So I want to invite you right now, Jane, to let go of this idea that there's only one way of being, that you are this person. You are not this person. You have been built into this person. You are a part of the viewers right now's ego mind. You are a part of the ego, and we are now becoming aware that you are the ego. You are a tool that we get to use. You are something that I want to mold into a new character. You are almost like an actor in a movie that we're playing out. And I get to condition you and shape you and mold you and sculpt you the way I would like you to be. So if I want to go gym 3 times or 5 times a week, that's just something we do. Sorry, you can't help it. If I want to make a social media and help people, sorry, can't help it. That's just who I am, right? We're going to construct the way we would like to be. Maybe we want to start dating again and getting out there. Well, I'm just this type of person that attracts a loving, healthy, and amazing relationship. It's normal for me to do that. So comment that below. It's normal for me to have the life that I want. You see, Jane, we appreciate you. We're not trying to make you feel bad about what you've experienced in the past. Your history is your history. But also your history is a memory. And no, a memory is not necessarily fact. Oh, Gavin, it is fact. No, it's not fact, right? Because for some people, for example, they may have been abused as a child, right? And up until now, they may have thought that's normal because that's what they perceive to be normal their whole life. But is it fact that that's normal? No, it's not. For other people, that's very, very unhealthy, right? And so we all perceive reality in a different way. Nothing the ego mind tells you is actually fact. Now, what we can do is we can begin to choose how we think about our memory. So the memory exists, but what's fact is how you feel about the memory. So you want to choose to feel better or indifferent or neutralizing the energy and the emotion around that particular time in your life. And that takes forgiveness. So when you forgive, you will get to experience more of life. All right, so here's what you're going to do from now, okay? So step number 1 is when you're going through life and you're making stuff happen, and you're focused on your goals, your dreams and desires, you want to start writing the book or whatever it is that you want to do, what you need to do now is be aware of this Jane character that's going to pop up, all right? Okay, that's step number 1. You want to become aware of when you feel resistance, of when you feel procrastination, of where you're putting things off, when you're delaying or pushing things back. Notice that in the moment. Okay, so you're going to use Tom to become aware of the self-sabotage. And then once you become aware, you move on to step number 2. You speak to Jane and you talk to Jane as if she's like a child and she doesn't actually know the truth and the fact. The facts are what you want. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. So you talk to Jane and let Jane know, hey, this is what we're doing right now. And what you're training Jane to do is understand that it's completely safe and that it's completely okay to live out this life and follow your dreams and follow this path that you're going down. And over time, you're callousing your mind. It's like you're reprogramming your subconscious mind towards the success that you are wanting. And so you keep on doing this and it will radically shift your life. Step number 3 is to be consistent at that thing over the long run, right? Be consistent at this new particular habit that you want to change, this personality trait that you want to change, and become more of a doer rather than a dabbler. Okay, so those are the 3 steps that you need to take. Now, this is a part of the neutrality shifting program and the neutrality shifting coaching. This is like the very basic level fundamental stuff. We can shift who you are literally in a matter of sessions. Very, very powerful stuff. So if you want to dramatically change your life, then neutrality shifting coaching is for you. It's a very, very powerful course in training and coaching, which will change who you are on a fundamental level, and you'll start behaving differently instantly. So if you want that to happen fast, you want to live an amazing 2020 and have an amazing life and create a new version of yourself, construct that character the way you want it to be, then check out neutralityshifting.com. There'll be a video on screen right now as well. And without further ado, I love you. I appreciate you. Keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.